What's good? What it do? It's your guy Libs from CBN Vlogs, back with another video. You know what I'm saying? I'm just feeling like it's time to evaluate. We towards the end of the month, and it's been a good month. And I just want to thank everybody that's been tapped in and checking us out and everything. We couldn't have made it this far without y'all, man. We really appreciate y'all tapping into the videos and the lives, you know what I'm saying? And just interacting with us, it means a whole lot. We started from scratch, no blueprint, building, subtracting what's not needed. We here now, conscious. I'm just cleaning up the dog toys right now. I'm getting ready to sweep the floor, and I hope y'all having a blessed day today. And I want to encourage everyone that's out there, if you're a content creator, you know what I mean, I want you to stay focused. It's an everyday thing, living with bullies. If you got dogs, then you could totally relate to our content because you're going through some of the same things that we're going through. I love reading the comments and everything, and people can't fathom, a lot of people, right? A lot of people can't fathom how we can have these dogs in our house like this, living with us. But if you pay attention to the videos, you'll see that the dogs behave in a manner that they should behave in when they in a certain environment. Like in the backyard, that's the time to get wild. That's the time to get crazy. If you want to get crazy, the rough play, all of that goes down in the backyard. But in the house, it doesn't go down like that. And I just want people to stay encouraged. Like if you're thinking about getting a dog, you know what I'm saying? I don't want you to think that the dog is too much work. A lot of people think that it's a whole bunch of hard work, and it's really not. You know what I'm saying? It's really not. It's just a whole bunch of teachings and love. It takes a lot of love, and it takes a lot of respect. You know what I'm saying? And that doesn't come overnight. So it takes consistency of dealing with these animals. Once you gain the trust and respect of the dog, everything else seems to fall in line. The dog has to understand who's the alpha, and that's the very first thing you want to do when you bring the dog home, is you want to help the dog establish who's the alpha. Like, who's feeding you? Where's your food coming from? Everything you have is because of you, the owner. Right? Everything that the dog does is because you allow it, the owner. You know what I'm saying? So that's the very first thing you want to do. You want to establish that with the dog. You want to let the dog know that you're only here because of me. You want to let the dog know that its whole purpose is basically because of you. The dog will have nowhere to live if it wasn't for you. The dog wouldn't eat if it wasn't for you. The dog could do nothing without your permission. And once you establish that, that dog is going to look up to you for primarily everything. Everything. It's going to depend on you. You know what I'm saying? And once the dog figure out its job, it's going to serve you. It's going to serve a purpose to do its job. It's going to want to please you. That's all it really takes. After that, once that's established, all you got to do at that point is get the training. And I recommend when training a dog, like you start from the very beginning. Like as soon as you bring the dog home at 6 to 8 weeks, if you're getting a puppy, that's when the training starts. Not necessarily like tough training or it doesn't even have to be professional training. Just training of like where the dog could go. Like you want to set boundaries for the dog. You know what I mean? Let the dog know that this is your area right here, and this here is an area where you can't go. And dogs are creatures of habit, so and as long as you're doing that, you know, the dog will start to understand its boundaries of where it could go and where it can't go. And it's going to get used to everything that you teach it. When it comes to discipline, I don't like to use the word discipline. I like to use the word teach. Sometimes the dog doesn't know exactly what you want from it or what you expect from it, right? And the dog might do some things that you disapprove of. I say that instead of disciplining the dog, just look at it more as teaching the dog that this was wrong, you know, and give it an alternative to something else that pleases you. I'm just here sweeping the floor, man. Some people in the comments be thinking that my house is just so stinky and dirty because I have 4 dogs. When you have a dog, you have to understand that with an animal comes maintenance. With an animal comes maintenance. Now, if you're the type of person that don't like to clean up a lot, then yeah, you're gonna have a junky house, a dirty house, and a stinky house because you're the type of person that don't like to clean up. And when you got animals, you know, and you allow them access to certain areas of your home, it's up to you to keep those certain areas clean. You know what I'm saying? The animal can't clean up after itself. So that's why you see me doing things like sweeping the floor. You know what I mean? You see me outside picking up the poop. You know what I mean? It's a daily operation when you're living with bullies. We got a job to do and we do it. So for those that don't know, you tapped into CBN Vlogs. I'm your guy Libs. My wife is Nyla. Our dogs is Nino, Pablo, Luna, and Ada. And we represent the American Bully breed. And I'm gonna introduce y'all to the dogs. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and finish sweeping up the floor, and then I'm gonna introduce y'all to the dogs. You know what I mean? Because I also gotta go outside and see if there's any poop out there that I need to pick up. I'm gonna throw this in the trash. This toy right here has had it. I ain't gonna even lie. When the toys get like this, I think it's only right that you go ahead and throw it in the garbage because I ain't gonna lie. I pick up poop every day outside in the backyard, and a lot of times I see things in the poop. It be the things that the dogs eat. Sometimes I see strings and stuff like that. You think that they don't eat these things, but they actually eat them. And it actually passes through their system and it winds up in the poop. So, you know what I mean? When your toys get like this, it's a good thing to just throw it away. Did you feed your dog today? Did you leave your dog outside for too long? Don't leave your dog outside, man. Let that dog come on in the house. Is it too hot outside for your dog? Is it too cold outside for your dog? These are things that you want to keep in mind. Understand the breed that you're dealing with. Now, our dogs, even though they're quite big, but they're actually inside dogs. A lot of people watch our videos and they think that we got outside dogs. And man, our dogs live right here inside of the house. And they do spend their time outside. That's necessary. We don't let them run around in the house and nothing like that. Whenever they're in the house, they have to be on their best behavior because I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying? Now with little puppies, it's understandable that they're not going to be trained and they may mess up things here and there. But your big dogs, they should be trained up well enough to know the way and know what you expect from them. I guess I'll let them in. Every day living with bullies, man, it's the same thing, pretty much the same routine. I like things nice and simple, and that's what the dogs like. They like a nice and simple life where things are the same all the time. And my dogs don't like change. They don't like confusion. Nobody likes confusion. So you teach them the rules of the household and they understand it. I love living with bullies, man. It's not hard at all. It got its pros and its cons. Things that's beyond my control, then I can't control. Like if a dog has an upset stomach, and they have an accident, then I can't control that. But as far as what I can control is I can control training my dog and making sure that it understands how to go outside and use the bathroom. And so we don't really have those issues in this house. Like if we have a problem with a dog using the bathroom in this house, it's like once in a blue moon. The dogs are pretty much trained to go outside to use the bathroom. And I was explaining to this girl, I forgot her name, on the live today, like she was wondering about how is it like when your dog's got to use the bathroom. She was wondering how come they don't piss and poop in the house. I wanted to show y'all something, right? I don't know if y'all can see this from back there. I hope you can. But on this door is a bell. You know what I mean? I'll bring it over there to you, right? I'll bring it over there to you. So this bell right here, it goes on the back door, right? Ever since the dogs were puppies, we've been training them that if you ring this bell, it's two things that has to happen. The door has to open and you have to go inside, It just hangs from the back door, right? And I don't care if the dog is just moping around, playing, minding its own business. If it hit that bell, two things have to happen. The door has to open and you have to go outside. So I don't care if it's raining outside, snowing, I don't care if it's cold, I don't care if it's hot. You know what I'm saying? If you ring that bell, two things have to happen. The door has to open and you have to go outside. So that's how we got the dogs to train to go outside and use the bathroom. They understand that when they got a potty, they don't want to potty in the house. Don't no dog want to really poop where it sleeps and eats at. You know what I'm saying? So when the dog has to use the bathroom, it just simply goes to the door and ring the bell. And we open the door and let them on outside. I'm about to let the dogs in right now. Hurry up. Yeah, man, see, they're nice and calm and everything is everything. They pretty much probably just gonna go in their rooms and chill. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some water in their bowls. I'm not gonna feed them until a little later, but they can get some water in their bowls right now. I'll put a little bit of Nino's bowl behind. Yeah. Yeah, they just pretty much just chilling out right now. You know what I'm saying? We got Luna over here and we got Pablo. No. Get down. Get back. They're just pretty much chilling out. You know what I mean? It's a regular day. A regular day. They've been outside chilling. I know the flies is starting to increase outside, so I know they happy to be in here right now. They ain't got to worry about no flies being all on them and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I know they like that right now, so it's cool. It's been raining for the last couple of days, so it kind of killed off my little potion, my fly repellent. This is what I was talking about, guys. See, the dogs is pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? They just come on in the house and sit down. Whatever they do in the backyard stays in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? As long as they don't bring that in the house, we good. We good. This is how you live with bullies. You know what I'm saying? It's not that difficult. It's trial and error, and there's some training involved. But once you got that down pat, you good to go. You know what I'm saying? Your dogs don't wild out inside of your house. They only wild out when they're outside. Inside means being civilized. Being civilized dogs inside the house. There's no way we're going to allow these dogs to be running and ripping all around the house. When they're inside, it's chill time. They understand it, and we love it. And that's how we get along, see? I got 4 dogs in my house, but to tell you the truth, if I could get 20 dogs to behave this way, I could probably have 20 dogs in my house. Now, I know I'm exaggerating, or I would have to have a much bigger house than this to pull that off. But as long as everybody is moving under one accord, I don't see the difficulty in doing it. You know what I'm saying? Let's just say you got 9 dogs in your house. You gotta understand, as long as when I'm trying to get to my seat on the couch, there's nobody in my way. You know what I'm saying? As long as when I'm trying to walk to the refrigerator, there's nobody in my way. You know, they not in my way, I'm not in their way, then we good. If I ain't gotta trip over you or step over you every time I wanna go somewhere, then we good. You know what I'm saying? I don't really see the problem. You know what I mean? They don't eat my food and I don't eat their food. You feel me? But I ain't gonna lie though, it's like I'll go ahead and feed them and I don't ask them for none of their food. I don't bother them when they eating. I don't go around staring at them when they eating. But it seems like every time I start eating, you know what I'm saying, even after I just fed them, they want to come crowd around me and just stare at me in hopes that I would give them some of my food. But I'm not really into giving my food out because I want to enjoy my food the same way that they enjoyed their food. You know what I mean? And sometimes they don't understand that. So therefore, they got to sit there and watch me eat. You know what I mean? Because we don't give our dogs table scraps for the most part. Like every now and then I might feel, it all depends on what it is and what I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not about to feed them a 4-course meal of table scraps. It's not going to happen like that. Like if I'm eating something like a piece of baked chicken or something like that, and I want to throw a little tiny piece down. For one, they're not supposed to eat anything with season on it. And a little piece of chicken probably not going to hurt them as long as it's not in their everyday diet. You know what I mean? So I make sure that if I do give them anything that I'm eating, it's definitely in moderation. It's not something that I'm going to apply to their everyday diet. Like you're not going to see me fill their bowl up with a bunch of fries from the fast food restaurant. But if I'm eating fries from the fast food restaurant, I might throw in 1 fry or 2 fries, and that's it. We give them a little treat, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I try to keep my dogs healthy. As you can see, these bullies are pretty lean. You know what I'm saying? I like a muscle-bound dog. I don't like a dog that's overweight. You see that? That's Luna right there. You know what I'm saying? Look at her physique. She's not too big and she's not small. You know what I'm saying? She has her weight up. All my dogs have their weight up. That's Pablo laying down, enjoying the floor. You know what I'm saying? They're pretty lean. You know what I'm saying? I got them on a kibble diet, so they get kibble, fruits, and veggies. I don't have any overweight dogs. You know how you see them bullies and they be like super overweight where they can't even breathe. You know what I'm saying? And that's not what I want in a dog. I don't knock anybody for taking care of their dogs the way they want to take care of their dogs. But this is what I expect in a dog. You know what I'm saying? This is Ada. She's nice and lean. You know what I mean? I like a muscle bound dog. Oh yeah. I like a muscle bound dog, an athletic dog, you know? And that's what I like in a dog. A dog that can run and jump, you know? I'm sorry about that, bro. I like a dog that can run and jump and come to me when I call it, play games, jump high, use the flirt pole. It's okay. You stay. You stay. I don't like a dog that the only purpose it can do is walk or just sit on the couch or ride in the car. You know what I'm saying? I like a barking dog. I don't like a dog that doesn't make noise all day. You know, if you got intruders on your property, I like a dog that makes noise. A dog that barks and alerts me of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing about these dogs is they're not attack dogs, so I don't expect them to do any attacking for me. They're not attack dogs. What they are is watchdogs, and they watch over this property. You know what I'm saying? Can't nothing move around this property without these dogs letting me know. It look like they lazy bums right now because they laying down sleeping and all of that. But can't nothing move around this property. If you pull up in my driveway and as soon as your car door closed, they own it. As soon as you pull up, they own it. If you're not even coming to this house and you just ride past and beep your horn, they own it. You know what I mean? Anything that moves, they own it. And I promise you this, even though they're not attack dogs, I guarantee you that they're the last thing you want to see creeping through my window at 4:30 in the morning. You don't want to see these right here. You know what I'm saying? And what you're not going to do is you're not going to pump kick a field goal with none of these dogs right here. You're going to have a hard time. I guarantee you, especially out of this one right here. Out of this one right here and this one right here, Lil Ada, she look pretty, but she vicious. I'm telling you that right now. You're not about to have a easy time. And I appreciate that. I'm not a big Billy badass, you know what I'm saying, where I gotta have mean dogs, but I appreciate having a guardian of my home, a protector, someone that's gonna let me know that something ain't right around here. And when they let me know that something ain't right around here, then that gives me an opportunity to sort out the situation and see what's not right. And I appreciate that in a dog. And I do my best at taking care of these dogs as long as they listen to me. Because one thing about me is I can't feed a dog that don't listen. You know what I'm saying? So as long as they continue to listen to me and abide by my rules and my structure, then I can continue to take care of them and feed them. It's like a 50-50 split. That's the deal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all do what y'all supposed to do. And as long as God give me health and strength, I'm going to continue to do what I'm supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's a bargaining deal. And so far, so good. Yeah, the CBN for CBN Vlogs, it represents Conscious Bully Network. You know what I'm saying? This is my boy Nino. He's 4 years old. Nino's 4 years old, tail wagging while he's sleeping. Just a happy boy. This is Luna, our oldest dog. You know what I'm saying? She's 5 years old. You know what I mean? Luna is a blue ghost tribe. If you look at her face, you see the brown in her face, and then you see the gray in her coat. You know what I mean? And then you see the white. The brown is not, it looks real good right now on camera, but it's not always visible like that to the eye. And that's why she's labeled a ghost tri. You know what I'm saying? You see the brown on her legs as well. You know what I mean? She's a blue ghost tri. That's Luna. She was our first dog, and she's our oldest dog, 5 years old. This is our boy Nino. He's a ghost, a lilac ghost tri. You know what I mean? Because Nino, I know you might think that he's just tan, but if you really pay attention to his coat, he has some brown points on his face, just like Luna does, merely when he's in the sunlight. It's probably hard to see right now because of the angle of the light and everything. You know what I mean? But he's a lilac ghost tri. You feel me? And this is Pablo. He's our boy, our youngest boy. Nino's 4 years old, by the way. And Pablo is going on 2 years old. You know what I'm saying? And he's a blue tri XL bully. You know what I mean? His daddy is also a XL. You know what I mean? They're really tired right now. He's a blue. You see the blue on his coat. You see the brown. And he also has white on his chest, but I'm not going to ask him to turn over or nothing like that. And this is Ada. You know what I'm saying? Ada is a blue tri female. And she's obvious. The other ones, I say that they're ghost tries. There's nothing ghost about Ada. She's a full tri female. You know what I mean? You see it all over her body. There's no explanations needed. No explaining needed with Ada. She's a full tri. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all of these dogs are good dogs for the most part, man. You know what I'm saying? They just do what they supposed to do. And I love it. And I love it.
Have you considered becoming a channel member? Yeah, man, become a channel member. If you love what we got going on at CBN Vlogs and you want to show your support, we thank you for your support by watching the videos, by pressing like and your comments, helping the video get more algorithm. But if you want to take it a little further than that, you can also become a channel member on the channel. You can support the channel each month. We also accept super thanks and super chats. You can also do that as well. Just throwing it out there just in case you were wondering how you can support us. We appreciate the love. Also, we have an Amazon wish list. If you look on the very top of the channel, you'll see a link that takes you right to our Amazon wish list. And on that wish list is filled with items for our dogs. You know, good old Nino, Pablo, Ada, and Luna. If you love our dogs and you like watching them and you want to give them a treat, that's a great way that you could give them a treat. Check out our wish list on Amazon. It's filled with dog toys and items for the dog. If you decide that you want to support and get something off the wish list, make sure you include your username on YouTube so that when it comes to us, we can make a whole video about your gift to the dogs and give you a special shout out. It's your God Lives. Peace and love.